Hi, anyone and everyone. This is Kim, the Humble Hermit from Come As You Are Oracle. I'm going to do a collective crow oracle for today, Saturday, November 2nd, 2024. You may follow me on the book, the Insta, the talk, or the tube, or not. Totally up to you. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. If it doesn't fit, don't make it fit. If some of it fits, fabulous. We're excited for you, as always. If it doesn't, please just leave it on the table for someone else. Don't take on energy that was not meant for you. Hopefully you can see that. Urban Crow Oracle. MJ. No, not Michael Jackson. No, not Michael Jordan. Haha. I hope everybody's having a great day. I'm getting a little bit of a late start. I wanted to start doing a couple readings like at 10, but I started ordering Christmas gifts, so I got a little distracted. But I'm done, I think. Other than maybe a little trinkets for some of my ladies, my favorite ladies. And I put on a hat, and then I was like, wait a minute, why did I put on a hat if I'm not going to show myself? Does that make any sense? Okay, didn't we have these two cards before? We got 3 on the table. Holy shnikes. Now we got 7 on the table. I like to try and keep them in order as they fall out. I want to try for 10 cards. We'll see what happens. This battle card always, I swear to God, that card always comes out. Oh, okay. That was interesting. Let me try and get these back the way they were. Slip of the hand there. Oh. We got 8 on... Oh, look at that. We got 9 on the table. Let's do one more shuffle. See what comes out. Okay, I'm going to set that on the sill. All right. We've got waterproof, risk, play, luck, battle, preparation, observation, balance, influence, distance, bottom of the deck. I do love that sound, not going to lie. Feminine, masculine, take how it resonates. It doesn't matter. So what I'm getting when this first started to fall out is someone is going to take a risk to come towards someone with the risk and the play card. This person feels like they have like a waterproof plan to come forward. With the luck card, I'm not just getting luck, probably like manifestations, like this person is manifesting for a positive outcome, but they know that there's a possibility of a battle, like some type of confrontation. With the preparation and the observation, this person has been preparing themselves. Like if this is someone that wants to come in and have a conversation, like they're standing in front of a mirror talking to themselves. And probably, like, I'm picturing somebody doing, like, performing both sides of the conversation, like in all aspects, like all possibilities. So like someone saying what they have to say, and then someone saying something back and it's positive. But then the reverse, like they're saying what they have to say, and then someone's saying something back, but it's negative. Do you know what I'm saying? Like they're going over, if they're not standing in front of a mirror, it's in their head. Like they're going over everything in their head. This person is observing either another person or like a situation that they want to go towards. Now, when you look at this, it almost looks like predatory. Like this crow is looking at this spider, like, "Ha, I got you. Like you're in my web." However, the spider is in their own web. That's their web. And not that a spider could necessarily kill a crow. I mean, I'm sure that's probably not at all likely. Oh, it's kind of, I guess, ironic. I don't know how I would say that. So this person is watching this other person trying to, like, see everything that they do, everything that they say, their mannerisms, how they look. It's like they're trying to get to know this person without meeting them. Because when they come in and they meet them, or, I mean, even if you already know this person, even if it's someone from your past, they want to have a better idea of who you are before they come in. So even if this is whether this is a new person or someone from your past, whoever they are, either they never really knew who you were, so they don't know who you are now, or you've just gone through such a transformation that even if they did know you really well in the past, they do not know who you are now. And this person is realizing this. Whichever way that goes, they're realizing this. But it's funny because what's funny about it, what's ironic about it, I think this person actually has a fear with the spider in the web where they're going to come to you to have this conversation. Sorry, my nose itches. My little nosy itches. They're going to come towards you to have this conversation. And even though, like, they're practicing, right, so that they can feel confident, like they have the upper hand, but this person also recognizes that they could come towards you and they could fall under your spell, get ensnared in your web. Like, this person feels like whoever you are so magnetic. Your personality is so, like, bold and hypnotizing. I also just heard eye-catching. So maybe you're very pretty, very handsome. Like, they're afraid that they're going to fall under some type of spell and you're going to ensnare them, if that makes sense. Like, even though they're trying to come off like they have the upper hand, they actually have this fear that they're not, that you're going to have the upper hand and you're going to be the one that controls them. The other funny thing about that too, what I'm seeing is this person isn't necessarily upset by that, but at the same time, like they're not ready to give up. You know how like you get into relationships and when you really get to know someone, when you really love someone, like you give your all, right? You both give your all, you both put your all into the relationship. You know everything about each other. It's like one person. If you've ever been in like a long-term committed relationship, a marriage, a union, like you know that just naturally happens when you're in love and when you're in tune with another person. And this person, it's not that they're necessarily afraid of that with you, but they don't want to do that too soon. Like they don't want to, they're afraid like if they give of all of themselves for too soon, they have this like little bit of a fear that you'll have so much control over them that you could fuck them over. And they don't, that would destroy this person. Whoever this person is, that would destroy this person. This person if this is a past person for you and not a new person, they might have been dismissive of you in the past, or neglected you, or I'm not really getting like abused in any way, but just maybe disregarded you, didn't respect you. I mean, not respecting someone is abuse, but it's not like this would basically, if that's the case, if this is someone you're from your past, it's basically like the type of scenario where the two of you got together but it didn't work out because this person basically like tossed you aside or didn't even consider you, kind of like used you, thought that maybe that you were using each other, and then they just like let you go. And whether they went no contact or whether your relationship just silently kind of died off over like weeks, months, years, whatever the case may be. Because what I'm also seeing too is with the distant card at the bottom of the deck, this does give off like a more of a past energy, but again, you can take how that resonates. It also gives off somebody that might be either at a distance from you, like living at a distance from you, or just the fact that there's distance there. Like if the two of you split up in the past, it doesn't matter, months, years, whatever, whoever you are, this person is watching you and they look at you like a totally different person. Like I said before, this person looks at you and they think like, oh my God, this person is so far like off in the future, like ahead of me, like healing, money, abundance, whatever. Like this person just thinks like you're so far ahead of them in the game of life. You ever play the game of life where you like go around the board with the little car or whatever, and like you get a job and you buy a home and you get married and you have kids, or you just coast through life till the end and nothing happens. Such is life. But it's like they think that you're so far ahead of them, like they're looking from where they are. The funny thing is that even if you are like on a healing journey, like even if the both of you are on a healing journey and you're farther than this person, in reality, you're still in the same, you're still on the same timeline, you're still in the same space. Like this person is exaggerating the distance in their mind. And they're not looking at the fact that even if you want to say like, okay, you're healing at a faster rate, you're moving forward at a faster rate, that's not to say that this person from the past can't come in and you guys have a conversation and you reach out a hand to bring them with you. Do you know what I'm saying? You're going to have to use your intuition on that, you know? Like I always say, like, use your intuition, use your heart space, use your own body language, like know your body. If somebody comes in for a conversation and you feel violently ill, it's probably not somebody that you want to have a future relationship with, friend or lover or family member, you know? But if this person comes in and you guys have a conversation and you actually feel pretty decent about it and you feel like they're pretty much telling the truth, I mean, that's up to you how you want to handle that situation. But like I said, this person feels like there's some kind of distance there, either spiritually or life experience or something like that. But like I said, they're not thinking about the fact that if the two of you are really like meant to be together, like as a couple, or if you're really meant to be friends, or if you're really meant to come together again as family members, even if you're ahead of this person, you're going to reach out and help this person. Because why wouldn't you? If you go out there and you talk to a stranger and you help a stranger, you're not going to help a past loved one. And I think that goes back to the preparation where they're having those conversations either in front of a mirror or in their head, positive, negative, and they're probably more focusing on the negative just because they want to prepare themselves. They don't want to, like, their hopes are up, but they don't want their hopes to be up to the point where like they come in so confident that they're in their ego and it just turns you off. Like they know that they need to have like a little humility, a little humbleness, right? And even though this person is observing you, that doesn't mean that they really know you. If you're someone that posts on social media, if you're a content creator, if you're a tarot reader, if you're a writer, if you're a singer, whatever the case may be, whatever you're posting online, like people can either take it at face value, whatever you're posting, or they can read into things, right? But you can only read into things for so long before you realize like, okay, like I'm putting too much into this because I don't know what this is. And I probably just should not do that. You know what I'm saying? So this person, they can watch you all day long on many platforms, you know, doing whatever you do. They're not going to necessarily know who you are, how you feel, what you're thinking, where you are in your life, where you are on your path, your journey. They're not going to necessarily know how abundant you are or not, what your plans for the future are or not. They can guess. So with the balance card, this person looks at you as being a very balanced individual. But I think they themselves are on a path where they're fighting for their own balance, whether they've just started or, they're well on their way. The funny thing is I get more like they're observing you and they're seeing how balanced you are. Like look at this crow. How like they look so like proud and they're sitting up straight, right? Like this person is looking at you and they're thinking, wow, like look at how, not how proud you are, but like how comfortable you are in yourself, how you're in tune with yourself, how you've healed yourself. And you could, like, they look at you and they could see like a completely different person, but they're in awe. And it, in turn, it makes them want to be like you. Like they want to be this balanced. And that just goes back to what I said before, right? This person thinking that there's too much distance there. But in reality, if the two of you are supposed to come together, you're going to reach out a hand and help this person. You're going to help them balance out. This person, two things with this influence card. This person might have been under the influence, drugs, alcohol, sex, gambling, whatever addiction you can think of. This person could have been involved in it. I think part of their struggle with balance is kicking these influences. And it doesn't even, addictions can be situations and people too, right? Like it doesn't even need to technically be like drugs or alcohol or sex or gambling. Like they could be addicted to taking care of a specific person or being with a specific person or tying themselves to a family member, like, oh, I need to take care of this family member. They can't take care of themselves, even though like they're the same age, right? Like they've had to balance out a lot of influence. This person is also realizing that no matter what your relationship status, whether the two of you become friends, lovers, your family members coming back together, they're hoping that the connection, that the relationship is going to help, again, balance them out. But they're not, like, you're going to influence them to the point where they can kick these influences, these addictions. Or if they've already kicked them, like, keep them away, keep them at bay, right? The two of you might have had arguments in the past or fights or confrontations in the past to where that they, they're hoping that they're going to come in and things are going to turn out well for them, for the both of you. But at the same time, with the battle card, they're like, well, shit, like if we had an argument or we fought all the time, or there's a lot of passion there, but not sexual passion, right? There's a lot of energy there. They're worried that like they're going to come in and you're immediately going to like have your back up. At the same time, I feel like for some of you, this person realizes that that's justified. Like it scares them a little bit, but they know that whatever happened between you two in the past, that it's actually, it's very justified. Like they don't want it to be like that, but they would not be surprised. Like if this person showed up at your home and knocked on your door and you opened your door and you looked them in the eye and you slammed your door, like this person would be upset that that's the way it went down, but they would know that you had every right to do that. For some of you, whatever happened between the two of you in the past, especially if you were lovers, this person hurt hurt you and didn't acknowledge it, didn't apologize. Maybe they should have swung back around, after like a breakup or something and like reached out to say something and they didn't. Because not even really necessarily, but like looking at these pictures, right? Like this crow is in the water looking for clams, right? Like opening shells, looking for food, scrounging, basically. Whereas over here with the luck card, the fishes are just falling out of the sky and this crow is eating. So to me, whoever this person was, if there was some disconnect between the two of you, like this person treated you like trash and walked away and there was no explanation, there was no apology, this person had some bad luck. Like they were having to work extra hard for not much return. So, like if they were getting into other relationships, like they were giving their all to other relationships and they were getting nothing back. What do we call that? We call that karma. If this person was working really hard for money, but then money just seemed to slip through their fingers, and let's say you at one time needed help and they ignored you, it's called karma. This person, when they made the decision to help themselves, heal themselves, balance themselves out, that's when the wheel of favor changed, right? The wheel changed for them. It went in their favor. They're on the good side of karma. They're starting to get on the good side of karma because God is recognizing, okay, you're healing, you're getting rid of these influences, you're trying to balance yourself out. You know you need to come in and make amends, and probably not just to you, probably to other people as well. God is recognizing, okay, you're starting to change your life around, you're starting to do something for yourself. Because in reality, it's not about you apologizing and, rekindling relationships and all that. It's about you doing something positive for yourself. Because if you go back and if this person goes back, sorry, I keep saying you, but if this person, or maybe this is you, if this person goes back and reconciles, all their past relationships, apologizes, gives explanations, all that jazz. That is fabulous. But the healing journey, kicking the influences, balancing yourself out, that is all for you. Because when you go back to the past and you try to make those reconciliations, there is a risk that no one will want to talk to you. No one will want to reconcile with you. No one will want to accept your apology. No one will want to offer you forgiveness, right? So this person, like God is seeing that this person is realizing like they need to do this for themselves first and foremost. And I think again that's what's changing the wheel in their favor. Because this person is starting to experience good karma again, whoever they are. I'm not saying that they're getting good karma, like, I don't know, like that. It's not going to be like crazy, amazing karma, but like like if they were in debt before, they're coming out of debt. If they were constantly hit with unexpected expenses, now they're not. Now they're starting to save, like things like that. Like if they were trying to meet people to build relationships, not even necessarily sexual, but maybe just friendships. Whereas before people were like, fuck you, I don't want to have anything to do with you. Like, I don't need another friend. Like, no thanks. Now they're getting that. They're meeting people and people are like, oh, hey, yeah, that's awesome. Like, you like to fish? I like to fish. Yeah, let's go hang out like next Friday. You want to hang out? Let's hang out. Like they're experiencing the change on the wheel, luck is turning in their favor. I mean, you guys know how I feel about luck. There really is no such thing as luck. There's fate, there's destiny, there's God's plan, there's your plan. All of that comes together. So this person, I mean, he, maybe, possibly. Take how it resonates. It's all just energy. But this person is just experiencing this change on the wheel. And I think the reason why I keep saying luck is they realize that it's not luck. Like they worked really hard for this. That's not lucky. That's discipline. That's investment. Like you're investing in yourself. This person is going to come in and if they're wanting some type of friendship with you, a relationship with you, this person is going to come in they're supposed to come in and be honest with you and give you the truth. The funny thing is I'm not seeing anything like that they're not gonna. I think they are. I think they recognize that them coming in with the truth could actually instigate this confrontation or make it even worse. If this person doesn't come in and take it seriously, if this person is in their ego, you're gonna know. You're gonna feel it in your gut. The thing is, I don't think for any of you that's actually gonna happen. And it doesn't even matter. Like this person comes in, you have a conversation, you're either friends again, lovers again, or you're not. It doesn't matter. There's gonna be some type of white flag raised. Like that, like if even if like you don't take this person on as a friend or a lover or back as a family member, like the white flag is going to be raised. Like the two of you are like, okay, like I came in and said what I had to say, you said what you had to say, we recognize each other, we're kind of like at a stalemate, right? Like we don't really, like you don't want to have anything to do with me, I was hoping for more, but I completely understand. So it's going to be kind of like, okay, we're just going to leave this here where it's at because it's as finished as it's going to get at that point. And I feel like the two of you are going to separate most likely, but it's going to be okay. For some of you, you might eventually get back together, like in a relationship with this person, or again, a friendship, a family member dynamic. And for some of you, you won't. But that white flag was raised and there's no more like animosity there. Like you can, like they can go on with their life and heal and figure out what they want to do, and you can keep continuing on your life journey and doing what you're doing. The reason why I say for some of you you're actually going to come together at some point, there's a lot of light in these cards, and I know that sounds kind of crazy, but like there's 3 cards that have like the sun in them. And then there's these 3 cards that have the lights, like the glowing lights. The only card that expresses like violent weather is this waterproof card. But for me, that just describes how this person feels on the inside. Like their emotions are like a violent storm. Because again, like they're preparing themselves for what they hope is a balanced conversation, but they know it could be a battle. It could be a confrontation. So they're like a firestorm of feelings in there, and that's what this signifies for me when I look at it. This too, the preparation card, it kind of gives me like a chaotic type energy where the birds are kind of like flying and they're kind of like, because that's how this person feels on the inside. They're definitely very much going through like an emotional upheaval. They're nervous. They're nervous. They probably have like a little bit of anxiety. And it's kind of fun. Okay, so like I'm picturing somebody from my past coming towards me and me actually letting them in my home, which I told you guys I don't do. I, unless I love you, I absolutely love and adore you, and I invite you here. Like I don't let you in my home. I don't let anybody in my home. But I'm picturing myself letting this person in, and I'm picturing myself pulling out a bottle of like whiskey or like a bottle, like a little bottle of something with two shot glasses. And I'm picturing us sitting like at my table and having a conversation and me pouring a shot and giving it to this person because I recognize that this person is like a jumble of nerves. Like they're like hands are shaking and they're like stuttering and they can't talk, and I'm picturing it in my head. This might actually happen for some of you. Like this person might show up at your doorstep wanting a conversation. And whether or not you take this person back into your life, like you're human enough to recognize when someone else is in that state, right? Because you've probably been in that state. We've all been in that state. When you have to go in and make an apology or make an amends, you get nervous, because you don't know how the other person's going to react. And even if, like if you have to make an amends to a friend that's no longer your friend, you still hope that even if they don't want you back in your life, that they at least take what you say at face value and there's some type of, I guess, like a white flag or like, like an even keel, like, okay, we're even. Like, I don't want to be friends with you, but we're even. Thanks. Bye. You know what I mean? You're nervous. You're nervous that, somebody's going to get mad or somebody's going to tell you off, or I think I think depending on how long you are, how long along you are on your healing journey, most people recognize that when someone comes in and wants to have a conversation and wants to bring peace to a situation, those of us that have been on our healing journey long enough, I think we recognize that it's okay to sit down and have that conversation. And, what comes from it comes from it. Um, Again, you don't ever have to take anybody back into your life if you don't want to, for sure. But it doesn't hurt to sit and have that conversation. It doesn't hurt to see where that person is at on their journey. And if they're sincere enough, if they really mean what they're saying, if you get the impression that they're really doing what they're saying, it's, I don't know how to explain it. It's like it's like cathartic. And again, even if you don't take that person into your life back into your life, you can go on with yours knowing that there was some type of groundwork laid there, like something that was covered up was revealed. Now what the situation was or what the person was about. And even if you don't want them in your life, you have closure. You have that closure. You have that finality, and you can go on with yours. I'm going to leave it there because otherwise I'm just going to keep ranting about closure and balance and finality. I hope it resonated for you. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope, if anything, you found it entertaining. I hope everybody has a great Thursday, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.